Ladies and gentlemen, my name is TotalBiscuit, and I'm here to ask and answer one simple question. WTF is Waves? Waves is a twin-stick shooter by a one-man company by the name of Squid in a Box. Yes, also known as Robert Hale. And he created this game by himself. It's in the Unreal Development Kit. And I believe the music is by a composer called Smiletron. I'm told the music is quite something. This is the demo of the game, which is currently available on their website. It is not what I would call a very long demo. There are supposed to be 5 modes. You only get one here, which is crunch time. And crunch time is 3 minutes of play. So yes, it is a 3-minute demo. You can play it as much as you want to get score. The scores are local only for the demo. There is no online scoreboard for that. Aside from that, have a quick look at the settings and things like that. Yeah, same usual stuff, honestly. Nothing unusual there. Now, it does support the 360 pad as well as WSD. I'm going to play a game with both, just to see which is better. Usually with twin-stick shooters, it helps to have 2 sticks. Don't have that, then it doesn't seem to work so well, but let's give it a shot, shall we? As you can see, I've already played one game of this, just to familiarize myself with it. And GLaDOS will be telling you how wonderful everything is. Now, interestingly enough, there is a GLaDOS-style voice going on with this. I don't really know why, but it is there nonetheless. So, you're probably getting Geometry Wars vibes from this. I can hardly blame you. It is definitely quite similar. Lots of geometric shapes. In this case, slightly more complex than Geometry Wars. Will come at you, and you shoot them. Now, I think the thing which sort of bothers me about this game is the fact that, certainly in this mode, it really doesn't have an awful lot going for it. Like, there's nothing particularly original about it. So the score combos, there is like a bullet time, as you can see right there, which takes up that buffer. It actually slows down the music as well, which is pretty neat. And there's a bomb, and that pretty much was it. Are there any power-ups in this mode? No. No, they do not appear to be. I certainly didn't see any in my first run-through. It's all really about just going full-on score attack and getting as many combos as you can. When you level up, the enemies get more difficult. So, leveling up is just sort of a natural part of what you're doing anyway. Because once you're killing stuff, you will just level up. Well, I haven't died yet. That's usually a good start. Things start to get a little bit more hectic as you level up. Trying to keep an eye on everything on the damn screen. Every time you get a 10 times multiplier, you get a bomb, so you can just clear the screen. It is a very, very nice looking game. And the soundtrack is absolutely fantastic. That's probably the thing which struck me the most, is how good the soundtrack is. I have to wonder how big the soundtrack is as well, actually. Oh my. Things starting to get a little bit unpleasant. Thankfully, slow-mo can save your ass. And is somewhat required in order to do just that. That's it. Some power-ups would certainly be nice. I'd definitely be a big fan of that. Alright, thank God. Starting to get really damn hectic. Commentating while playing a twin-stick shooter is kind of hard, guys. If you hadn't already realized.
Connection lost.
Well, it had to happen at one point, didn't it?
Connected.
But aside from that, this mode doesn't really sort of grab me in any way. I'm losing grip on the stick. This is unhelpful.
Bomb ready.
Bomb ready. Okay, nice. Helpful.
Connection
No,
lost.
I thought you said bomb was ready. Why did
Connected.
Did I misinterpret what it said there? I pressed the bomb button and nothing happened, so I guess I must have misheard it. Goddamn GLaDOS voice being unclear. 10. Come on. Stay alive for 5 more seconds, damn it.
Connection lost.
The stupid thing is, my score is way... Actually, no, it's not worse, because they're going to 4 times multiply that, aren't they?
Game
Alright.
over.
No. How? What? I died like 4 or 5 times the first time around. I got 159,000. This time I get 51. How the hell does that happen? I don't even know. Oh my god. But yeah, there's going to be 5 modes of the full game, which is going to cost $10. In terms of presentation, it's certainly very, very nice. I think the main problem is I've just had my fill of Geometry Wars style twin-stick shooters. People keep making these damn games, and they never really seem to do anything special. And if we have a look at it, for instance, you can see all of this stuff. It tells you the XP orbs. That just makes the game harder as you go along, and that's irrelevant. I mean, that happens in every Geometry Wars game. The experience system seems redundant, doesn't it? Why does that need to be there? It doesn't let you, say, spend your points in anything. So, really, it's just the game getting harder as you go through, which happens in every game. So, again, that's a redundant system. You've got the slowdown button. I mean, I like the sense of humor that they're putting in here, certainly. The wuss button. Yes, kind of like that. And then, apparently, when you play Bombing Run, you get a shield or something like that, and that really is about it. But no power-ups? It's just... There's not a lot to it, really. Alright, let's try one more. I want to try the keyboard and mouse controls, see if that helps me anymore. I usually don't honestly like keyboard and mouse controls in twin-stick shooters. Especially because aiming's often kind of tricky. But this one seems to be alright. There we go. Also gives me a chance to listen to the wonderful music again. Yes, thank you, Squid. I wonder how many tracks are in the full game, as I think I've said before. This is going to be a pretty short WTF Is, because there's not really a lot to cover in this demo. It would be nice maybe to see one more mode, because then I would get the impression that perhaps the game's a little bit more. And I can appreciate people making games like this, it's just... I don't see what it really offers over what we've already got. I suppose the fact that you can't get Geometry Wars 2 on PC does make things a little bit more attractive. There are other games of this style available. They're not quite as good. Stuff like Bullet Candy, for instance. Definitely nowhere near as good as that. It's certainly a slick presentation. Objectively speaking, you can say that it does its job well. I think the main problem I've got with it is that to me, it just seems like lots and lots of presentation and very little else. Okay, very, very nice. Bomb's always useful. I gotta say my combo level is balls. Particularly poor. I'm not really sure that this was the best mode to show, honestly. As if this is all there is to it, I don't think I'll be purchasing the game. And the game's gonna be going for $10. And... hard to justify, in my opinion. But I suppose it depends. I mean, if you're a big fan of Geometry Wars style shooters and twin sticks, then it might be worthwhile. The main problem I've got with it, I suppose, is that there's a game coming out very, very shortly by the name of Renegade Ops, which, of course, is not an indie title. It's by Avalanche, the guys who brought you Just Cause 2, and I wasn't paying attention there. That is also a twin-stick shooter, and also costs around $10 to $15, and has huge amounts of content, and 4-player co-op, whereas this game doesn't have any of those things. Maybe for $5? I don't know. For me, $5 or $10 isn't really a big deal, but for a lot of people it is, and that's something you've got to consider. There's a lot of other games you can buy for that cost that'll probably give you a lot more gameplay. Let's get this one finished off. Hell, just sell the soundtrack independently and I just buy that. As it is goddamn wonderful. There, get that down, stay alive. There we go.
Lost. Game over.
I'm not really sure how I ended up getting 159,000 the first time around, because I'm pretty sure it was worse than everything that I just did there, and evidently not. Oh well. That's what Waves is, folks. It's coming out quite soon. It's going to be available DRM free on their site, or it's also going to be on Steam, whereby it has DRM, but it also has Steam achievements. I guess personally, I just don't see the appeal of these kind of twin-stick shooters anymore. I mean, we've seen a couple of decent twin-stick shooters come out, and a couple of not-so-decent twin-sticks come out. Games like, say, Gatling Gears are really, really awesome twin-sticks, and Renegade Ops, which is out very, very soon, is also really great. And then you've got something like this that's like, well, it's Geometry Wars all over again, isn't it? And it's harsh to make that comparison. I know it's a one-man development, but when I look towards indie games, I try and look for something that's a little bit out of the ordinary, because what you take away in production values and a budget that you have available, you hopefully make up for in sheer creativity and innovation. And I guess I'm just not seeing that here. I'm really not. I mean, as a one-man project, it's certainly impressive. As a game, I wouldn't personally want to play it. But then again, as I've said, some people are big fans of this kind of thing and will jump at the chance to play more stuff like it, and it's certainly well produced. I just don't think it does anything out of the ordinary or really innovates in any real respect to make me all that interested in it. But there you go, folks. You can check out for yourself the demo. The site is linked in the description below this video if you want to download the crunch time demo, and the game is out very, very shortly. It doesn't have a specific release date as of yet. My name is TotalBiscuit, taking a quick look at Waves, and I'll see you next time.